trying to figure out what the next steps in development are and what the impacts are. There's several disruptors that are making that are affecting the different asset classes of real estate. So technology is obviously a big one, and that generates the e-commerce mode, and the e-commerce impacts both retail and industrial assets specifically. So while we're not seeing as much of a decline in the retail as people talk about, I mean, there's still centers that are being filled, there's still a need for stores, there's still a need for the bricks and mortar. More and more of that business is going online and being delivered, and that then impacts specifically the industrial component, because the distribution of that product then changes. So where before you might receive a package that's coming out of Ohio or Indiana or Kentucky, today now, because of the need to deliver those packages and those items so quickly, then the supply chain has to get that product ready and waiting to be able to be delivered within hours, or at a minimum a day. So that means then that you have the large fulfillment centers and industrial in big open spaces like Central Florida, Central Ohio, California, but then you also then have to have the smaller locations that are able to distribute that product for the last mile. So I think you're seeing a huge push for investors to want to get industrial product in their portfolios. That's clearly the asset du jour. That's the one that everybody wants, and various types of industrial. And retail, I think, becomes a big question mark over the next few years. How is that going to change? And are we, does it still make sense to make a big investment in retail? But the hot markets for that are really the gateway cities. So you're talking about cities around the country that are receiving the product from wherever it's coming from. So that's, South Florida, obviously LA, Long Beach, San Francisco, it's the Port of Oakland, the Northwest has got some. Then, of course, then you got Savannah, Charleston, and the New York, New Jersey ports. So clearly those are the hot markets for the industrial component, and you can't find land. It's hard to find land. My expectations for 2018 are that we're going to have a continuation of the same, in that there does not appear to be any glitches in the system that are going to provide a fallout in the real estate markets yet, or at least I'm not seeing that. But that's mostly because people are being more careful. They're being conservative in their lending. We're not out over our skis financially like we were in 2007. You're not seeing the kind of build it quickly and then flipping it quickly, or buy it and flip it quickly. You're not seeing as much of that driving the development deals. You're seeing much more conservative and much better thought process around how you make the investment and then how you exit that same investment. So I think 18 is going to continue to be a great year.